Good evening, fellow Kenyans. Thank you for tuning in to Light FM. I am Brenda Wambogo. In today's bulletin, we're going to focus on different topics. The country is currently facing a crisis on floods. Around 200 Kenyans are dead. The Devolution Cabinet Secretary, Eugene Wamalwa, announced that Budalangi and Nyando are the areas which have been hit hard. Weather experts are predicting that the rains are going to run till late June. Around 160,000 homes have been affected. This has led to the displacement of 800,000 people. Kenyans are being urged to run away from danger. If you live in an area which is near a water body, you need to move further. And if the area is prone to landslides, you also need to move further. As you all know, coronavirus is in the country and the infections are rising at a very high number. The president had a press briefing today and actually brought about the following regulations. There is a partial lockdown in Nairobi and Kilifi and Mombasa. This means that no one is allowed to move in and out of the counties. The president terms this as the cessation of movements. Restaurants and bars have also been told to shut down to avoid mixing of different people, or rather social gatherings. Churches and mosques and other religious places of gathering have also stopped having the gatherings to reduce the spread of the virus. The Kenya Airways has suspended the flights which are international. This is because people are coming in and are not observing self-quarantine. This is leading to high infection rate among the Kenyans. And there are a lot of... A meeting was held today morning in the State House. This was to propose changes in the Jubilee Party. Here are the changes which were had. Kipchumba Murkomen has been replaced by Samuel Pogosio as the majority leader in the Senate. Also, Muranga Senator Irongo Kangata has replaced Susan Kihika as the majority chief whip. All this is in the aim of edging out all the allies of the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. Political analysts are actually suggesting that this has been done so as to ensure in these times of the pandemic, the government is actually having a big say, or rather a major say in the parliament. Actually, in the country, or rather across the country, there is a rise in family disputes. Every day, there is a high number of brutality in homes. Women are battering their husbands as well as the husband battering their women. This is actually narrowing down to parents battering their children. This is very sad, and we're going to be having a psychologist who is going to explain to us the news, the ways that we can help improve this. On the international news, we are going to be focusing on how the numbers have drastically risen in China. China was the first country to report a coronavirus case, and after 4 months, there was a decline in the number of cases. Yesterday, the country recorded double-digit numbers. This was after a woman was found to be positive. The woman had no contacts to be known, but unluckily, hundreds of people are actually testing to be positive. New infections have been confirmed in the different provinces of the country. Some states in United States of America are actually allowing their residents to move around. This has actually led to the increase in the number of cases. Also, the country is currently recording high death rates. In a day, around thousands of people are dying. As well as this is happening, we're also having high number of recoveries. Experts from the Washington University are actually saying if other states are allowed to have mobility of movement, then the cases are going to increase drastically. In the business news today, we are seeing that countries are actually aiming to open up their economies gradually. The first country to do this is the United States of America. After several days of watching the economy of USA go down, Donald Trump, the president, has decided to reopen the country for business. He gave guidelines which have a regulation on how the regulations which were put in place can be done away slowly. Although this is from him, some states have actually been allowed to defy this if the governors have enough reasons. In our sports news today, we are focusing on the Kenya Football Federation. The Kenya Football Federation has been given another 3 weeks to pay the former Harambee Stars coach around Kenya shillings 2 million. This was after Abdel Amunyoshi was fired before the end of his contract. This was after the Kenya football team actually lost in the Africa Cup of Nations. Thank you for listening to me.